guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lucia. For those who are new here, welcome. So it took me the longest time to decide what will be my next project, even though I have a lot of suggestions from you guys, which I'm very thankful. And of course I will try to listen to you, but I'm just one person, I cannot do everything. But don't worry, we will do some of those. But today I'm doing something else, and you already know what it is. But little story to why I decided to make this project today. I went recently with my husband to Emmaus, who lives in France, knows very well what it is. I would compare it to something like maybe Salvation Army, but where we live is mostly furniture, but they have a little section with fabrics and sewing related stuff, knitting and stuff like that. I always go there and I check, I always check if there is something interesting, and there was this time indeed, and I found these two fabrics. This is your typical polyester lining fabric, and this I'm just guessing by feel of the fabric that this is cotton, and I immediately thought when I found these two that this would be a killer combination for the jacket that I have been seeing everywhere, on Pinterest and on the internet, elsewhere. Also, when I go to shops, I have seen this kind of jacket. And then I thought I have this pattern that I bought maybe 1 year ago from VIKISEWS. VIKISEWS, you already know, I have mentioned them a couple of times on my channel. And I thought that this pattern will be a good base for me to start. As you can see, it's not the same thing. If I work on it and I change a couple of details, it could be quite a good outcome, I guess. So I changed the length of the jacket, I changed the sleeves, I changed color slightly, not too much. I changed the way how it's lined, although the original jacket is lined as well, but since I changed the bottom of the jacket, I thought I might as well change the way how to line it. What else? Yeah, I added 2 more pockets and I made them bigger, and I added one detail which I thought will make this jacket even more like 70s, I would say. So I changed a lot of things, but of course I will link this pattern down below. I think today you can also buy it in English. So as you can see, it's a lot of pattern pieces, but most of it honestly is just like pockets and the pockets. There is a lot of pattern pieces. Here is the lining. The sleeves I'm going to do just like kind of funny, a short sleeve. Hopefully it will work, and I will explain later why I decided on this solution. So this is how it looks like at the beginning, and I guess let's just start with the pockets. So for the pockets, I'm just going to show you on one. So I take one piece and I place them right sides facing. Of course, I will pin them, and I like to go ahead, this is an extra step, but I like to go ahead and draw the seam allowance just to be sure that I'm super precise on each one. Here you go. So now this is how it looks like, and before I turn it right side out, I just need to trim the edges on the corners. And I will probably need to trim some seam allowance just so that it looks nice and neat. So now this is how it looks like. Very cute in my opinion. So here you can see the other one, which will be the green from each side. The same thing for this flap that will be at the back of the jacket. Right sides facing, pin it and sew it all the way, just not here, of course, because you need to turn it right side out. So for this pocket that will be down, I first need to press this pleats, or I don't know how I would call it, and I need to do a basting stitch here after. So I will just quickly show you how to do it. So you see I have these 4 points here. So first I need to take these 2 points over here closer to the center, and I will just fold it like this. From the other side as well. So you see I made a crease here. Now from this side, I need to bring this point to this point. So I need to fold it. Don't ask me why I did it. I don't have an answer for you. This is just somehow it happened, okay? Somehow it happened. So anyway, so the difference between the upper pocket and pocket that is down is in the facing, and I guess I just forgot about it. So later on I came up with the solution. Anyway, so I have this piece of fabric that will be serving me as a lining for the big pocket for this one. I will just place it like this, sew a straight stitch, and for the small one it's already there, as you can see. So for the cuffs, as you could see, I iron it in half, and then on one side I iron the seam allowance, and now I will just go ahead and fold it like so. Pin it. Of course, if you are master you don't have to, but I'm not as good, so I will pin it, and I will sew a straight stitch over here. So before I can go ahead and attach this on the jacket, I have to do top stitching, and I will use this thicker thread, which is used for top stitching, denim and stuff like that, and I think that this will make a nice contrast. So here is the front piece of the jacket with all the drawings done, ready for the pocket. But first, before I can go ahead and sew the pocket and pocket flap on this piece, I need to sew the dart, which is over here. So first of all, I will sew this, and then we can go ahead and start to sew the pockets on. So now for the attaching the pockets, it should be pretty easy as long as you draw it nicely on your pattern piece. I think I will do it like this. I will just pin it first, and then I will do a nice big basting stitch by hand, so I can remove all the pins and just focus on sewing a super straight line and not taking pins away and blah blah blah. And if you are asking yourself, why am I going to stitch it in this particular way, the answer is that this kind of stitching on the pocket is much stronger. So when you are opening and closing your pocket, you are always putting some things inside. You put a lot of pressure on these seams, and if you just sew it like this, only here, then you have only seam that is supporting and holding this pocket in place. I will place this one, the basic one, on the top, and the one with the lining on the bigger pocket at the bottom. And now I'm kind of regretting that I didn't do both of them with the lining, because I find it so cute and really nice and surprising detail when you open your pocket. But anyway, maybe next time I'm going to show you how to do it. Maybe I shouldn't be the one to show you how to do it, but now you're watching here, you're watching on my channel, so I guess I'm going to be the one to show you. Oh guys, okay, let's do it, huh? So this is the front side of the pocket flap that will be sitting like this after it's done. So what you have to do is put it right side facing on the jacket on this line. Now you will do a straight stitch over here. So first I just sew it with the green thread, so you can see it here, because I want to have it secured from one edge to the other. But because I didn't want this orange thread to go from this side, I don't know, I just don't like it. So I will sew it again with the orange thread, but just from here until here. And as you can see, it's already nice and clean from each side. So now guys, I have both of the front pieces ready. It looks fantastic, if I can say. I'm really happy how it looks like. It's turned out better than I thought. It's always this detail that takes you the most time of the entire process. Also the preparation, cutting, and all this kind of stuff. This is the most time that you are going to give to the project, I think, in my opinion. Well, at least for me. But if you prepare everything and if you take it step by step slowly, you have to be honest with yourself and realize that it is going to take few days. But if you're honest with yourself from beginning, you are going to have way more pleasurable experience, and you are probably going to come out with a better garment, nicer looking garment, probably less mistakes. So take your time, prepare everything, and because I did it, I really enjoyed doing things like this. It was quite enjoyable, I have to say. And I think would be probably a good idea move to the body part of the jacket, and I think I will start with the back, because there are two pieces, actually three pieces, that we need to connect together in order that it will be one back piece. So we have this yoke over here, we have this little flap and of course the back piece. So I have these 2 marks here. I need to pin this flap over here like that, and then take a yoke, place it right side facing, just like this, kind of like a sandwich, and sew it with a straight stitch. I'm going to trim this seam allowance of the yoke, and now I will open it like this. I will give it a quick press, and then I will turn the seam allowance the way it is now to the upper part, to the yoke, and I will go ahead and stitch it 5 millimeters away from this line with the orange thread. I have to say, guys, I'm really impressed with this fabric. It presses so nicely, it stays where I want it to stay, and the stitches look so nice on it. So yeah, it was a really good find, and it costed me this green fabric 4 euros, and there was almost 3 meters of it. So I mean, that's just crazy to me. Okay, so I guess let's take these 2 front pieces and let's attach them to the back piece. And we will place them right sides facing on the back piece, obviously, and pin the shoulder seam and the side seam and sew it with a straight stitch. So guys, as I am editing this video, I made a decision to make it in 2 parts, because probably it would be maybe longer than 30 minutes, and I wasn't really sure if you want to look at me for such a long time. No, but really, if I wanted to make it shorter, I would probably had to cut out a lot of maybe valuable information for you. And I would really like to tell you as much as I know, you know, so you can learn with me. But don't worry, the second part is coming this Sunday, so you will not be waiting for too long. Another thing that I want to tell you is that probably tomorrow I will be posting on my Instagram stories a poll about my next project, and you can go ahead and vote what you would like me to do. So if you want your voice to be counted, then go ahead and follow me there. And last but not least, I want to thank to all of you for watching my videos, for subscribing to my channel, for liking it, and for leaving all these nice comments. Thank you so much, guys, and see you soon. See you on Sunday. Bye, guys.